That face that I just made, guys, millions and millions of people across the United States are feeling that same pain that you saw on my face. Let me tell you what's going on. Many Americans have been granted EBT. EBT is food stamps, they call it SNAP, welfare. There's different names for it, but what it boils down to is a lifeline for many families. Today, March 1st, I think today is March 1st, is the end of the extra food stamps that many Americans received for the last 3 years since the pandemic. Let me read you a little article about what's going on. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program temporary benefits increases that Congress enacted to address rising food insecurity and provide economic stimulus during the COVID-19 pandemic will end after February 2023, which is now. This will result in a benefit cut for every SNAP household in the jurisdictions that are paying EAs. That's 32 states. I don't know if this is occurring in where you live right now, because from my understanding, the benefits were supposed to expire in a couple of months. So perhaps some areas have been eliminated right now. 32 states have been eliminated right now, and the rest are going to come down the line. Every household in those states, which are the District of Columbia and the U.S. Virgin Islands, receive at least $94 a month less. Some households who under regular SNAP receive low benefits already. Okay, they receive low benefits already because they have, a family, they have 2 and 3 children, but they still have modest incomes, will see a reduction of $250 a month. The temporary benefits push back against hunger and hardship during COVID. Well, what about hunger and hardship now? Because there's so many people that need these benefits. Can you imagine that one month you had $500 to pay for food, and then all of a sudden the next month you've got $250 to pay for food, especially with the cost of living, the rise in the food prices? That's crazy. They need those benefits now more than they probably needed them at the beginning of the pandemic. We're still, COVID is still out there. There's people still being hospitalized because of COVID. I feel really bad for those families. I was watching a report on the news in reference to the food banks and the people with losing the SNAP benefits. And they said that, oh, now they really need those, they really need people to give food to the food banks. But as we all know, because of the high rise in food prices and the lower prices of income, the lower incomes that we are receiving now, people are really suffering. I don't receive SNAP. I don't receive EBT. I'm a retired. I receive, my regular whatever I receive, but I know I don't. But I'm really upset because I know that children are going to go to bed hungry. If they're going to go back giving people the amount of money that they earn, that the amount of SNAP benefits from 2019, but yet we're in the 2023 high food prices, how are they gonna survive? And then how are the food banks going to survive? Because a lot of food banks are begging people to bring food there. You can't go out and buy what you used to pay 50 cents for a can of corn that's now $1, and people are going to take that and give it to the food banks. It's just, sometimes I can't for the life of me figure out our thought process. Yes, it was wonderful to give people the extra food. Now why take it away? I tell you, sometimes I just wonder. I'm looking at my computer here, and just reading statistics on it. Here's something else that I can share with you. It says, due to a change in federal law, the temporary extra SNAP benefits that states began issuing in the spring of 2020 due to COVID-19 are ending after February 2023. And this wasn't only for people who are on welfare. This was people who lost their jobs. And a lot of people have not been able to go back and get those jobs or get any jobs. So they need those food benefits. I hope that whoever makes all of these decisions, Congress, whoever makes all of these decisions, just put themselves in the regular American household and help the people, because there's going to be a lot of hungry people, and I just think that that's just terrible. So yeah, it says here, in recent months, the EAs have provided about $3 billion each month. So the extra benefits is $3 billion. I know $3 billion, where are we going to get the money? A rise in our taxes. I would rather rise in our taxes than to see children go hungry. Here it says that benefits transfer EBT program to provide grocery benefits to replace school meals for some 30 million children in low-income families when schools are closed in the summer. So it's going to affect them now too, because the schools are going to be closed. Yes, I didn't think about that, where a lot of children would go and go to school and they get the school lunch program, and so they get to eat, where a lot of times children are not eating properly. They're not getting the proper breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but they could get food at school. Well, now school is out during the summer. A lot of places school has not been in for a long time because of the COVID. And now they're gonna cut the benefits away from people. Guys, I just think that I think it's cruel. I think it's just very cruel. And me, for one, I wouldn't mind to avoid children and elderly people, or anyone, to avoid anyone going hungry. I would pay more taxes. I would pay more taxes. So I don't know if you're in one of those states. Go on the internet. There's a map out there that shows the states. I think states like Washington, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Arizona, Arkansas, Georgia. There's 32 states. So if you feel that you are one of those states and you're thinking that you're going to be getting your same amount of benefits, no, you're not. Google households in the 35 states that will lose the temporary SNAP benefits. I'm very sorry that that's happening. We must take care of ourselves. We must take care of Americans. We must make sure that everyone is fed. I mean, we're supposed to be such a powerful country, but yet we're sending money and benefits money out of the country, and then we have people here suffering. And I just think it's just, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So guys, go on the internet, see if you're one of those states. I think that's right now 35 states, but in a couple of months, I believe it's going to be in all the states. So prepare now. Prepare. Let me tell you one way to prepare. Take those EBT cards. Go to the stores. And I showed you before, you can use those EBT cards to purchase plants and grow your own food, vegetables. You can grow. You can use the cards to purchase trees. Do that, because your children are going to be without. So guys, look it up, and I wish everyone who's affected by this blessings, and take those cards while you can. Some of you have a couple of more months. Take those and go to Walmart. You can go to Walmart and use your EBT card to purchase tomato plants, lettuce, and grow your own garden. If you live in an apartment, you can get buckets and plant, lettuce in a bucket. You can plant tomato plants in a bucket. You can plant collard greens. You can plant all types of vegetables and put them on your back porch. These are hard times. Hard times call for hard solutions, guys. So I'm going to end this video, but I hope that you got benefit from this video. Remember, guys, how others treat you is their karma. But how you respond, my babies, how you respond is your karma. Babies, I love you. I love you, love you, love you. And I wish only the best for you. Well, anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now. I love you.